Stefanik, Takashima, and so it looks like we got some new lines out here. It looks like Lou on the far side. Got Eisenberg and Turkic on the back end, and Lou picks it up, drives it. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Ben Ivy. Ben Ivy on the far side. Takashima, and the Barons are able to clear it out. And I gotta fix the sound, so you get behind the D again and get a shot in on Koenig. There we go. Alright. A little bit of a sound issue there for a minute. Anyways, Barons get in behind the Ducks D again. The shot deflected, didn't make its way in on Koenig. Quick little transfer in the slot area. Barons all over the Ducks early on. So it looks like the problems continue. Shot saved by Koenig, pushed out to the far side wall. Barons cycling in the corner. We saw that all morning long. Here we go again tonight. Hopefully the Ducks find a way to figure this out. Another cycle down low. Looks like McGilligan's going to drive it up to just out of Baker's reach. Barons drive it right back in, but that was an offside drive in since it was in on goal. And they had some Barons in deep. So, have a face-off outside the Ducks zone. We got Jack Ivy, Baker, and Sonari on the line. Jack picks up, gets it back to Sonari. Sonari tried to drive it up the center ice to Jack. He pushes it back to Cosgrove, back to McGilligan. McGilligan up to Jack Ivy. He's got some pressure at the red line. Barons drive it in. Cosgrove pulls back behind the net, leaves it for McGilligan. McGilligan stretches it to Baker. Baker pushes it up to Jack Ivy, just out of his reach. Sonari in on the forecheck, shifts the puck, pushes it into the corner. Sonari cycles back down. Oh, tried to push it back down to Baker, but again, intercepted by Barons and sent up and out. McGilligan back in the corner to pick it up, but I'm sorry, it's Cosgrove. But icing's being called. Looks like we have a shift in lines for the Ducks. The next group out is Lou, Klutchkov, and Grant. And Barons give it right to Klutchkov. He backhands one in on goal. Save, kicked into the corner. Barons stretch pass, missed the connection. That's going to go for icing. Looks like the bench is a little small. We got Como in the penalty box down here. And the benches are full. Maybe they didn't account for 18-player squads. Miller with the drive and the deflection back out to the Blitzer zone. And Luxdal gets back to push that puck out. Stretch pass, far side. Lou holds up nicely. Klutchkov down the left-hand wall. Spins away from pressure. Tries to cut back. Barons come in, cut that off. Kicked out into the center ice. Nice little transfer, but just on the wrong side of Klutchkov. Held in by Klutchkov. Now it's pushed out. Barons on the attack. Klutchkov comes back up. Fans on the clearing attempt. Now the Ducks are able to clear it out. They go for a change. Barons transition right back in. Behind the Ducks D again. To the far side. Sent it back out to Koenig. Koenig kicked it back out. And the Ducks go high off the glass. And we got Ramot Kopczynski out there now. Stretch pass. Huxall picks it up. He gets caught from behind. Little stick check. Ducks transfer. Chip it up. We got Scott. Scott's getting all alone on the breakaway. Makes a move. Backhands it up and over the crossbar and towards the back wall. We got the Barons transition to the near side here. Shoved up and out. Artukovic back to pick it up. He pulls up behind Koenig. Stretch pass. Doesn't connect to Ramot. puck gets pushed back in the zone, or Tukovic has to go back and get it again. He's met with some pressure, turns it over, quick little transfer, hits the back of the net, unable to get out into the slot area, thank goodness. There was a Baron there waiting for it. Eisenberg looking for the breakout skate. He gets met with some pressure on the exit. Barons push it back into Tukovic. He peels back behind Koenig, gets it up to Eisenberg. Eisenberg shoves it up to Ben Ivy, comes off of his stick, and Barron sends it all the way down for another icing call with the misconnection. Face off to the right of the Barons goalie. Ben Ivy with it. He cuts to the slot area. Turns around. 360 shot just wide of the net. Stefanik cuts off the wall. Turns around. Sends it back down just wide of the net. Back to Ben. Ben works off the back wall. Gets it up top to Cosgrove. He mishandles it a little bit. Shoves it right back down on the half wall. Ben met with some pressure. And didn't pick that guy up. Barons driving into the Duck zone. Into the corner. Cosgrove with some disruption. Stefanik comes back, drives it up the wall, gets it to Baker. Or that's Ben Ivy. Ben Ivy gets it up off the wall. Barons transition. Baker off the bench. Zone entry. Gets it over to Stefanik. Stefanik with the drive. Deflection off the defender's stick and wide of the net. Held in nicely. Nice little turnover. Out to Baker. Oh, geez, over stick handle, had the back open, had Stenari. Couple options there. Had a wide open back door scenario. He also had a shot option. Puck pushed into the corner. Up and out. Miller drops down to the half wall. With some pressure. Barons come away with it. They skate behind the net there. Get things set up. Jack Ivy's got some pressure in the corner. Barons able to shove it up the wall. They gain the red line in the zone. Miller back. Barons second guy in, picks up the loose puck. Drops it back. They're unable to hold the zone. Stenari in on the forecheck. Barons drive it into the Duck zone. Kluckstall back to pick it up. Comes off of his stick. He drives it up the wall on his backhand. Barons cut that off at the red line, drive it back in. Kluckstall picks it up there. Peels back. Cross-ice speed. They go up off the glass. The refs in Stenari's way. Refs trying to be involved in the play. Stenari picks it up, comes off of his, off the wall. Cross-ice speed. Baker causes a little disruption there. Kluckstall jumps on the loose puck. He gets the wheel spin and cuts across the red line. Ducks over for a change. He drives it into the zone. Picked up there by Klutchkop off the bench. Barron's able to strip the puck and drive it out of the zone and get it into the Duck zone. They get to the puck first. Sending attempt. Comes off of Koenig's pad. Lou's got the puck and he's got to wait up for Grant, or Vermont. Klutchkop picks it up in the corner. Comes away with it. Sending attempt. Has Lou out front. Nice little, came loose. Then comes to Lou. Lou's shot deflects wide off the deflection off the defender. Ducks buzzing here a little bit. Tukovic drops down to the half wall, hold it in, punches it down into the corner. Klutchkop peels it off the wall. Grant there with some pressure. He chips it down to Lou. Lou comes out of the corner, goes back up high, shot, and a save off the shoulder of the goaltender, and the Barons hoist it up and out. Eisenberg fights through a stick check. He comes back, drives it up to Lou. Lou gets the wheel spin and cuts into the zone. That's Grant. Grant chips it into the corner. And Barons band on the clearing attempt. They peel it out of the corner, get the wheels moving. They cut out of the zone. Cross-ice feed. up the left wing, down into the corner. Puck trickles out, they drive it up the wall. Krupczynski unable to get to the puck first. Barons take over. Centering attempt, that's blocked out of harm's way. Centering attempt to Krupczynski. Krupczynski's got Ramat, cuts in the zone, down the left wing, peels away from pressure, dumps down to Ramat. He's unable to kick it up with a stick. Barons exit, they gain the red line and drive it in on Koenig, and he reaches up and puts a glove on it. In the corner there, picked up by Cosgrove, driven up the wall. Pushed back, McGilligan peels into the corner, cross-ice speed, finds Krupczynski, he drives it back into his own corner. Barons take over there. Cosgrove able to chip it up and out. Barons pick it up at the red line, drive it into the Ducks bench. Baron team came out on fire. Ducks have been unable to find a solution for it yet. Still 0-0 hockey game. Barons drive it in deep. Ducks turn it over on the wall. They go back to the D. Barons with the high slot shot, deflected off of Takashima's pad. Barons cycle it into the corner. Stall rides his guy off in the wall. Barons with it. Stefanik comes in and chips it up to Ben Ivy. Ben Ivy's got support. Yeah, he gets a shot off. Deflects back towards the back wall into the corner. Stefanik tries to fill it out of there. He gets met with some pressure by the Barons. Ben Ivy's got it down low, gets it out to Takashima. He goes right back to Ben Ivy. Finds its way off at his stick and behind the net. Barons able to break it out. Ducks transition through the neutral zone, right back into the Barons zone. Stefanik in, all alone, comes in. Backhand shot save. Kicked out, harm's way. Scenari in on the forecheck. He picks up the puck. Scenari hits his entry. And tries to go short side high over the net. Ducks punch it back into the Barons zone. They drive it up the wall. Comes off to Jack Ivy. Jack Ivy down low. Oh, tried to hit Baker in the high slot. Another shot. Deflects wide of the net. Baker picks up in the corner. Gets it out to Jack Ivy. Jack Ivy's drive off a pad back to Artukovic. Artukovic cycles it back into the corner. Baker with the stick check there. Punches it into the corner. Scenari comes in with pressure. Baker comes in to help him out. Unable to get his stick on it. They're able to drive it up and out. Artukovic picks it up. He gets this puck stripped off of his stick by a Baron. They come in and drive it up and high and wide. Bounces all the way out into the neutral zone. Comes back. Baker's battling for possession. Comes up at his stick. Baron's able to stick handle it out of the zone. Back into the Ducks left-hand corner. Shot wide of the net. Another shot wide of the net. Artukovic drives it up the wall out of Scenari's reach. And it's back and forth action behind. Baker chops it off the puck carrier stick, but unable to get it out. Artukovic drives it up the wall to Scenari. Scenari trying to chip it up. Barons cut that off in the neutral zone. Goes all the way into the Barons zone. Ducks get a complete change. Barons trying to catch them on the line change. Tipped up off the wall. Ducks drive it back up. Grant chips it up in the end of the Barons zone. Barons chop it right back out. McGilligan get back to pick it up. He peels back behind Koenig. Drives it up the wall to Grant. Grant chips it up off the wall. Gets it to Lou. And Klitschkov comes in and punches it into the corner. Stays with it. Luke, center attempt, tries to get it out to Stefanik, and Stefanik feeds it back to Cosgrove. Cosgrove winds up, drives wide of the net. But I'm sorry, that's Grant. Grant with some pressure on the exit. Cosgrove picks it up, waits for the Ducks to get touch up, and drives it in on net, and it's covered up. Scott steps in with Vermont. Puck gets pushed into the corner. Barons able to clear to the far side corner and out of the zone. All the way down. That's going to miss. No icing being called as the referee said somebody could have touched it. Cluckstall just sent it over right to a Baron player. They drop it back. Now it's cleared out. Drives it up to Scott. Scott gets met with some pressure on the entry. Vermont follows up. Gets it over to Scott. Scott feeds the slot, but nobody there. Cluckstall gets on the gas, unable to get over there to hold it in. He spins back into the neutral zone, backhands up the wall, chips back out to Krupczynski. Krupczynski gets in behind the D. They catch up and push him into the corner. Barons pick it up. Krupczynski there battles, tries to get it behind the net to Scott. He peels back out into the slot area. Barons transitioning up the near side wall here. Comes off a skate right to Krupczynski. Krupczynski he peels it back to the D, and gains the red line, drives it in deep. Miller drops down low. Ben Ivy comes in with the poke check, strips it, tries to feed the slot, and that's blocked out by the Barons. Ducks hold the zone, comes out to Takashima. He punches into the corner. Barons able to drive it right back out, and all the way down. That's going to go for icing. We got Stefanik, Ben Ivy. Takashima gets back to Eisenberg. He walks the blue line, gets it poked off of his stick. Takashima comes back, gains the red line, drives it back in. Ducks got a touch up. Barons pull up behind the net. They fan on it. Takashima takes it over, cycles it, tries to get down to Ben Ivy. Comes right back to him, up the wall, punch back. Barons sends it up the far side wall. Ducks hold it in. Nice to hold it again. But then it's cleared out. Eisenberg's got it. He walks off the wall, backhands it back into the Baron zone. And puck works its way back into the Ducks end now. Stefanik with it. Cross ice speed. Moves up to Eisenberg. He misses it. And that's an icing call. The ref was calling a tip, but then he realized that he didn't get it. And icing being called on the Ducks, so face-off coming all the way back into the Duck zone. Got Ben Ivy, or Stefanik, or Jack Ivy, sorry. Jack Ivy centered this. Stenari and Baker line. Jack's got it. He's got Stenari and Baker. He tried to feed it over to Baker, but it hit a defender's stick and deflected off target. Barons with it, centered it out. Comes to a Baron just to the left of it, drops to their D. They drive it down to the wall. Comes out. Baker tried to chip it out, unsuccessful. Chipped in high over Koenig. Chipped out. Baker's going to pick it up on the far side. He's going to get the wheel spinning. Feeds Jack Ivy in the slot. He shoots it in the glove save. High slot. Face off to the left of the Cleveland Barons goalie. Comes back to Cluckstall. He drives it in on net. Save, kicked into the corner. Nice little drive, another save. Coach Cup tried to feed it back out into the slot area. That's cleared out. 3-on-2 develops for the Barons. And they send it behind Koenig. They tried to feed the slot. That's broken up over there by Miller. Another drive. Oh, it just trickled through Koenig. Another save by Koenig's pad. Trickled through and just trickled past the post. And then Koenig came over with the pad, the little flipper, to keep the back door shot out of the net. Wow, shot right off the face-off. Barons with it. Centering's up. That's broken up. Grant's going to pick up the loose puck on the wall, get the wheel spinning, cut across the red line. Punchkoff holds in. Grant shot, save. No rebound. Scott Ramot, Krupczynski. Scott pushed it into the corner. And then Krupczynski's got it. Centering attempt, gets it over to Scott. He's unable to pull the trigger. Scott walks off the wall, dances around. Krupczynski picks it up. He sends it back to nobody. Comes out of the zone. Ducks chip it right back in. Ramot's going to pick it up on the wall, chip it into the corner, get met with some pressure. 3 Barons on 1 Duck. Again, continually getting outnumbered on the walls and losing the battles. Barons tried to feed the slot, picked up by Grant, shoved up to Ramot. I'm sorry, that's Eisenberg. Artukovic drives up the wall. Krupczynski gets hit with some pressure. Barons hold it in, gets deflected wide of the net. Moved up the wall. Ramot's able to glove it down to the stick out into the neutral zone. Barons come away with it. They turn around, go right back in the other way. And they get in behind. Shot high over the far side post. Krupczynski circles back to it, unable to drive it out of the zone. Barons get called on the trip. And the Ducks got lucky there as Eisenberg tripped up on a stick. It was total accidental, but the Barons would have had a 2-on-1, and it was a turnover, so the referee had to call it generally. You have a change of possession with the trip you can call in the offensive zone, and that's even if it's an accident, it tends to be a penalty. So Ducks get the first power play opportunity. Gallagher drives it in on goal. And time was out, so that was a smart play. Very aware of the clock. I was actually thinking, what was he doing? But then that makes sense. Stefanik steps in, or I'm sorry, Jack Ivey now. Continue mixing up with the lines, gets it over to, well, this is a power play actually. Over to Stenari. Stenari with it down the wall. Back to Eisenberg. Over to Stefanik. Back up to Eisenberg. Over to Jack Ivey. He drops it back to Eisenberg. Moves it to Stefanik. Ducks are playing with it on the perimeter. Barons are going to probably be happy to have them just stay out there. And they drive it up and out of the zone. Ducks going to have to go back, get things set up. Stefanik has a little trouble with it, goes cross ice. Stenari kicks it back to Eisenberg. Back up to Stefanik, quickly up to Ben Ivey. Ben Ivey with the zone and he pulls up on the inside the blue line. Stefanik drives it over to Stenari, comes off the wall. He puts it down to the stick. Ben Ivey gets it back over to brother Jack. Back to Eisenberg, down to Jack Ivey off the wall. He leaves it there for Ben. Ben cross ice speed to Stenari. Stenari shot it wide of the net and it's held in nicely. Back down to Jack. Jack off the wall. Loses the puck. Fans on it. Comes out of the zone. Eisenberg drives it over. Jack Ivey on the entry again. Leaves it for brother Ben. Back to Eisenberg. Eisenberg shot and it's deflected high. And Barons pick it up and clear it up and out. Stefanik's got to get on the gas. The ref again, right in the way. Ridiculous. That was a turnover. Baker there battling for it. He lets the stick go. Gets the stick knocked out of the way. Drive it up. Penalty's over. Baker with this needs a slot, and Grant's unable to get a good piece of it. Barons pick it up. They drive it up the wall, chip it out of the zone. McGilligan mishandles it. He has to go back and pick it up. He gets met with some pressure from behind into the corner. Baker comes into it. McGilligan gets the puck knifed off of his stick. Cosgrove goes back into the corner. Drives it over to McGilligan. He goes right back to Cosgrove, but he's off the wall, so he works up the wall. Barons able to get there. Baker punches up the wall. He's going to have Klitschko. Oh man, good defensive stick work by the Barons defender. Baker tried feeding Klitschko. Baker with it in the corner. Grant gets the puck knifed off of his stick as he was trying to cycle it back down low. McGilligan pulls it off the wall, gets it over to his partner, moves up the wall. Ducks going for a change, and that's an icing call as Scott wasn't able to touch it. Baker was still trying to get off the ice. Well, it would have been too many men, so that was a smart play. But an icing as a result. Face off to the right of Koenig coming up. Scott steps in. Barons jump on the loose puck. They get back to their D. Drive down on the half wall. Punch it back into the corner. Miller then break it up briefly. Barons stay with it. Work behind Koenig into the near side corner. Off the wall and back to the D. Back to the half wall. Scott comes in, intercepts that. Fights through some pressure. Drives at the wall. Vermont looking for a possession. Comes back to Kluckstall. Kluckstall drives up the wall, but Barons hold it in there. Barons with it. Ducks having a hard time clearing. They drive back into the corner behind the net. Ducks chasing. Miller gets over to it now. Gets it to Krupczynski. He mishandles it. Barons hold it. Deflected on the way in. Koenig pushes it into the corner. Barons with it in the corner again. Centering attempt. Comes up to the high slot. Barons all over the Ducks. Ducks cannot get it out. Shot, rebound. Had a guy on the right side. Had a wide open net. Shot deflected in on Koenig with a big save. Ducks are really in trouble here. They cannot get out of the zone. They're just chasing everywhere. And now the Barons clear the zone themselves. Do the Ducks a favor. Drive it right back in. Get some fresh troops out. Kluckstall drives it wide. Over to Krupczynski. He has trouble with it on the wall. And Barons strip his stick and go right back into the Ducks end. And backhand shot over Koenig. Center attempt. That's cleared up and out. And Scott is in. But Barons' nice back check negates that breakaway attempt. Barons back in, down the right side, again behind the Ducks D, and a backhand shot wide of the net. Cycle it into the corner. Kluckstall with some pressure in the corner. Barons on the loose puck. Barons winning the races to the puck. The Ducks push up the wall. Ben nicely uses the wall, chip it out of the zone. Back to Ben, just out of his reach. Ben circles back to it though. Circles away off the wall, into the slot. Knifed off of his stick, and the Barons drive it all the way down. That's going to be icing, so an offensive zone face-off for the Ducks coming down into the Barons zone. Ducks got away with some problems down in the defensive zone. Game still 0-0. Ducks consistently losing the battles to the puck. Stefanik steps in. Barons push it into the corner, wrap it around the far side wall. Barons get there, drive it up and out. And again, back behind the Ducks D. Artukovic comes back to it, cross-ice speed. Gets it up to Ben Ivey. Ben Ivey off the wall. Barron turns it over. Artukovic picks it up on the red line. Down the right zone. Pulls into the slot. Backhands one in on net. Ben Ivey comes in, pokes the puck off the puck carrier stick. Barron's driving up the far side wall. Chipped in. That's held in by Stefanik nicely. Now it's knifed up into the neutral zone. Barons get the red line and drive it in on Koenig. Koenig pushes it back out to the wall. Barons gets to the puck. Duck's able to skate it out, drive it over to the near side. Ben Ivy with the shot and the glove save. We got Jack Ivy stepping in. Baker and Stenari. Jack gets it back to McGilligan. McGilligan drives it down the wall into the corner. Jack's going to jump on it. Baker over there on the far side. He cycles it, but no one's in the corner. Ducks are not doing really well with the cycle. Baker lays some pressure on the puck carrier, but it continues on. Barons get it in the slot. They have it in the slot shot, and Koenig comes up with a big save. In, pushed into the corner there. Cosgrove drives up the wall. Stenari there. Jack comes over to help him out. Barons with it. They drive behind the net. Look, feed the slot. They get it one in on Koenig. He makes a big save. Cosgrove back behind the net. Again, Barons gets to the puck first. They drive it up the wall. Baker gets it on the half wall and drives it up the wall, but Barons take it over there. They give it right back to Baker. He fights through a hook, moves it up. No call by the referee, gets it to Stenari. Stenari pulls in on the half wall, goes cross ice, tries to get it to Jack. Jack gets it down into the corner. Barons there driving up the far side wall and out into the neutral zone. They drive it up to, hops over Baker's stick. Stenari goes down with some pressure. Lou off the bench. Ducks changing on the fly. Barons with it on the exit. Miller drives it right back up the wall and into the zone. Comes off the back wall, and the Barons goalie comes out and puts a glove on it. Lou fights it into the corner. Barons wrap around the near side wall again, gets to the puck and clear it out. Puckstall drives it over to his partner, Miller. Miller peels back into the Ducks end. He turns around and drives it up the wall it came from. Barons get there first. Again, they drive it out. Klutchkov gets it. He drives it over to Lou. Lou feeds Klutchkov. Klutchkov unable to pull the trigger. Puck comes back to Miller. Miller walks in the center ice, drives it back to the wall. Klutchkov tries to cycle it into the corner. That's cut off by the Barons and out of the zone. Klutchkov back to gather it. And what's going on? Oh, I got it. So we're going to do the ice cut now. I don't know. Face off. Happened just to the left of the Barons goaltender. Ducks battling in the corner. Barons come away with it. Miller down there pushes the puck down low. Barons able to chip it up and out of the zone. And a 2-on-1 develops. Not quite. Barons with it to the corner. Scott applies some pressure. Cycle it down, they get a shot. I don't know if it made its way in. Punched up and out. And Barons transition right back in. Drop pass. 2-on-1 develops this time. Big pad save. Punched out just beyond the left side there. The waiting Baron player. Barons cycle it again. Down into the corner. Cycled it out, just missed that connection. Had a guy, Ramott's going to get on it with the gas. Down the left wing, into the corner. Barons take over the puck there. They drive up the wall. Stefani gets it off, and Ramott drives it wide of the net. Pushed back into the corner. Stefani drives it up the wall. Gallagher drives it up the wall. just out of Stefanic's reach. Back into Cosgrove. Cosgrove peels back. He's met with some pressure. Barons caused a turnover. Tried to feed the slot. Just broken up slightly. Stefanic gets it over to Ben Ivy. Ben Ivy held up on the blue line though. I thought that was going to be offside call. And it was. We got Stefanic stepping in. Pushes it forward. Barons jump on the loose puck, drive it into the Duck zone. McGilly gets back and picks it up. He wraps around the near side wall here. Ben Ivy picks it up there. Barons there to hold it in. McGilly drives it up the wall, and Ducks get it out now. Stefanic gets it over to Takashima. Nice feed back to Ben Ivy, but the goalie comes up with a big save. Ben Ivy made a nice move, and the goalie really came up with a big save. Ducks drive it right back into the Baron zone. Ducks really have some high-powered offense, and for whatever reason, unable to get a lot of scoring in games. Ducks drive it up the wall. Takashima picks it up on the half wall, drives it up to Ben Ivy. He peels off, gets met with some pressure, drives into the zone. Stefanic picks it up in the corner, peels away from pressure, but he has two guys to battle with. Ben Ivy picks it up. He's met with some pressure in the far side corner. Walks out of the corner there. Battles through two guys. Baron's able to get it up and out. They kick it into the zone. Artukovic back to pick it up. He drops it into the corner. Nobody there but a Baron. He comes back. Baker comes in, peels it up. Drives it up to Sonari. Sonari goes wide. Gets some speed around. Feeds a slot. Nice little shot, and then Baker picked up the rebound and redirected it back in, and the goalie comes up with a low side save. Sonari steps in on the face-off now, pushes it forward. Has it out, had Baker in the slot, but just overskated it. Comes back, held in by Eisenberg. Pushed down the wall, comes out into the neutral zone. Artukovic with it. He peels back, drives up the wall. Eisenberg over there tries to push it up. Barron's there with some pressure on the wall. Puck trickles out. Baker's going to pick it up, and Eisenberg going to the box with the cross-check call. So the Barons are going to have a power play opportunity here. 0-0 hockey game here. Second half of the second period with the ice cut in at the midpoint. 4:50 something left, 59. Puck pushed in. Jack Ivy trying to work around the defender. Gain the red line, driving into the Duck zone. Ducks pushed up the near side wall here. Watch the Barons get to it. And it comes over their stick. Jack Ivy's able to shove it up and out. Comes out and back in on the hand pass. Baker steps in on the face-off. He pulls it back. Hold it in. Miller retracts into the corner. We got two Barons again. Look at two Barons and one Duck. Someone's got to activate. Baker comes in a little bit unsuccessful on the stick lift. Baron feeds it into the slot. Grant picks it up. Grant's got Baker. Feeds it to his backside. Unable to pick it up. Comes back. Baker picks it up off the wall. Comes in all alone down the right wing. Gets met with some pressure. Peels back away. Drives it back to Miller. Comes out to Baker. He gets it over to Grant. He winds up, shot, and scores. So Baker picks it up, feeds it over to Grant. Grant gets into the high slot and rips it past the goalie for the shorty. Well, at least Como's got a little company in the box with Eisenberg. And the Ducks have a shorthanded goal. Baker gets a stick stripped out of his hand and thrown down into the defensive zone. Barons pick it up. Miguel gets back in the corner. He's met with some pressure. Once chopping at it, comes back, moves up the wall. Barons with it. See a little bit of tilt for the Ducks. Shot wide of the net. To the half wall. Push back into the corner. The ref's just planted there in the corner. Want to be part of the action. Shot wide of the net. And all the way out. Eisenberg out of the box. Como in there to shut the door for him. Barons transition into the Duck zone. Cluckstall back to pick it up. Punches it over to the far side or near side wall here. Lou chops it into Klutchkov. Now it's punched back out. Miguel breaks that up nicely. But tries to feed it back. Comes off a Barons body and pushed back into the corner. Nice recovery by, what is that over there? Cosgrove. Nicely. Gets to McGilligan. McGilligan drives it up to Klutchkov. Klutchkov gains his own, chips it into the corner behind the Barons net. Scott just misses it over the far side corner, held in by the Ducks. Cosgrove drives it, deflects wide. Scott in on the forecheck. Barons move it up the wall. Out into center ice. Back to Cosgrove, swipes at it, misses it. He pushes it over his partner, McGilligan. He drives it up to Krupczynski. He has problems with it. Comes off of his stick. And Barons hold his own there again. Cosgrove on his butt, still swiping at it. Comes back to it. Drives it on the backhand. Barons gets to the puck first. Nice little hand down by McGilligan. Grabs it out of the air, drives it down to his stick. Barons push it into the corner. Barons with some offensive zone pressure here. Winning the battles, winning the races to the puck. Scott gets into it, gets it up to Krupczynski. He's got the red line, cuts down the zone, off the wall, loses the puck. Barons chip it out into the neutral zone. Artukovic drives it over to his partner. Miller drives it in deep. Comes off the back wall. Barons looking for it. Ramat strips the puck in the corner. Nice little poke check by Stefanik. Stefanik beats Krupczynski, and Krupczynski gets a shot and a big save. And Stefanik comes in and picks up the rebound, redirects it into the goalie with another big save. Face off to the left of the Barons goaltender. A nice little push by Stefanik. Haven't seen that in a while. Can't wait to see that. It's always so pretty when Stefanik pushes it forward and feeds the back door. Wow, that was a hit from behind. Barons get there though. They cycle it into the corner. Ducks able to send it up. Ben Ivy picks it up. Cross ice feed. Pick up who that is on the far side there. That's Cosgrove on the rush. Barons with it. They feed the center ice. Puck finds its way in the near side corner. Barons come away with it, trying to feed it. That's broken up by Stefanik. I mean. I've always been saying Stefanik. I learned it's Stefanik. Listening to Alan's feeds. Never told me I was saying it wrong. Thanks, Alan. Cluckstall with the hold in at the end of the period. So it might take me a while to recorrect that since I learned it for so long. Artukovic and Miller on the back end. Comes back to Miller. He drives it up to the backside of Ivy. He chips it in his zone. Sonari in on the forecheck. Baker comes in to help him out. Strips the puck. Tries to beat it to Sonari. Nice little shot. Rebound. Another shot and a save by Sonari. Nice little work in the corner. Sonari with the push. Barons able to exit the zone. They drive it in wide up. Koenig. Luxall chops it up the wall. Barons able to hold it in. Oh! Luxall was trying to feed Baker. Baker feeds it back, comes back. He has Jack Ivy. He feeds Jack. Just snapped off of his stick. Thought I was going to see a nice little transition. Barons driving into the zone. Luxall back to pick it up. He spins away, drives up the wall. Barons not able to hold it in. Sonari picks it up, cuts through the center ice, gets the wheel spinning, down left wing, into the slot, shot wide of the net, off the back wall. Sonari comes in, picks that up, comes back. Ducks pull it back into the neutral zone. Baker stays with it, chips it up to Sonari, just out of his reach. Barons able to get a stick on it. Puck comes off the wall. Ducks come back to it. Klutchkov comes back, sends it up to just out of Grant's reach. He drives up the wall and all the way down. Miguel is back to pick it up, gets the puck knocked off his stick, but he recovers, drives up the wall on the back end. Barons there to hold it in. Now the Ducks drive it up and out. They drive it right back in. Cosgrove circles back to it. Drives it up to Lou, hops over his stick. Barons get it at the red line, drive it right back into the Duck zone. Cosgrove back to pick it up. He drives up the wall on the backhand. Barons really disciplined on the keeping the breakout, making it difficult for the Ducks to break out. They drive it right back into the Duck zone. Cosgrove back into the corner. Getting outnumbered. Barons win that race. He drives it over to Miguel, or the Barons drive it over to Miguel getting out. He goes up the wall, off of into Grant's feet, so it comes off. Barons unable to hold it in at that point. Gets pushed back in, goes over to Miguel. He quickly transitions it up, misses the target though. Barons drive it right back in. Miguel tries out the far side wall, hits Ramont. Ramont tried to feed Grant on the entry. That gets broken up by the Barons. Barons pick it up, they're going to stretch trying to catch the Ducks on the line change. Barons at the zone entry, feed it in the center ice. Kropczynski picks it up, comes off his stick, then he goes high off the glass and out of the zone. Battle through the neutral zone. Barons pick it up, they cut through, comes back, battle for it, back and forth. Barons at the offensive zone entry, down low, shot! Big save by Koenig. Scott picks it up on the far side, finds Ramont. Ramont with some speed down the right wing, centering attempt. Gets deflected. Another centering attempt makes its way through Ramont, but then the Barons break it up. They stretch up off the wall. They get behind the Ducks D again. Makes a move. Big save and then the rebound for the put in, and it's a tie game. So just like that, we got a 1-1 game. The Ducks got to find a way to keep these odd man rushes from happening. It's like 10 a game. .33 left in the game. It's 1-1. Barons on the entry. Back into the Duck zone. Into the corner. Barons with it. On the wall. Ducks able to push it out. Just beyond Stefanik's reach. Barons there to pick it up. They drive it up the far side wall. Picked up by Ben Ivy. He pulls into the slot. Tries to feed Stefanik just behind him. Barons transition it back out. Luxall picks it up. He pushes it over to Ben Ivy. Ben Ivy feeds Takashima. Takashima chips it into the corner. He wins that race to the puck. Has it behind the net. He's met with 2 Barons. Look at 3 Barons on him. He cycles it into Stefanik. Stefanik finds Ben Ivy in the slot. Ben Ivy's shot gets saved by this goaltender to keep the game at 1-1. Ivy has it in the corner. works his way behind the net. Again, see there's two Barons down there. Ben by himself trying to keep it in. Stefanik comes in. He gets the puck stripped from him. Cleared out of the zone. Back to Puckstall. Puckstall's hammered with all the way back. Puckstall staying with it. No call. And oh yeah, there is a call. So the Ducks are going to get a power play opportunity. Stefanik gets tripped up. Tripping call to the Barons, so the Ducks will get a power play opportunity here. Gets back to Stefanik, over to Eisenberg. Eisenberg with it, back over to Stefanik. Stefanik at the high circle, shot, save. Ben Ivy picks it up. Sinari battling with it. Again, look at it. Short-handed. Barons got two guys on the one puck carrier. They strip the puck and able to clear it out. Stefanik steps up on the puck carrier. Nicely. But look, Barons down low. Have it. Ducks able to transition up. Stefanik picks it up. Stefanik drives it over to Ben Ivy. He lets it go back to Sinari. Sinari drives it back down the wall, and Barons have the wall covered and able to clear it all the way out. Stefanik with it. Drives it up to Sinari. Sinari pushes it up to Baker. Baker down the right wing. Tries to feed Jack Ivy, just out of his reach, and Barons able to clear it up and out. Barons get behind. Stefanik there to break that up nicely. Jack Ivy's got it. He drives it over to Sinari. Sinari has Baker with him. Shot, deflects off his pad, and Barons are able to clear it out. So, can't see the penalty time. Oh, there's 50 seconds left in the penalty. McGilligan with it, has the wheel spinning, gains the red line, drives it into the zone, down into the corner. Ben Ivy pulls up, or I'm sorry, Grant pulls up, has Cosgrove, high circle, shot, deflected wide of the net. Baker with it behind the net, but Barons get there first. Cosgrove able to hold it in, gets things settled down. Barons, he finds Stenari over the far side, or Grant over the far side, and Barons drives up the near side wall. Cosgrove there to hold that, and he punches it down the wall. Barons drive it right back up the wall again, and Barons out of the box. Backhand shot, high, wide. Grant chips it up. He's got Lou battling behind the net, and again outnumbered. Miller tries to drive it in, gets deflected out. Gets to the puck first here in the near side corner. Barons with it. Breakaway chance. Again, behind the Ducks D. Shot. Rebound. Picked up. Score. You got a 2-on-0. You can't expect much more from Koenig. He makes the first save, but you got a guy following up, and he's going to be able to punch it in. And again, another odd man rush. And a goal. So Ducks are down 2-1. 9:36 left in the game, and the Ducks are struggling against like a top 50 team, like 60%. Unbelievable. Barons completely outplaying them, playing them, winning every race to the puck. Winning every battle along the boards. Something's got to be solved with that. Way too much talent on this Ducks team to be letting that go. Lamont steps in. He pulls the puck back. Puchkov drives it back to Eisenberg with the drive wide of the net. Artukovic picks it up. He drives it back down the traffic wall, and Barons able to push it out. all the way back into the Ducks' end. Eisenberg picks it up. He circles it back over to the near side wall here. Moved up to Ramont. Ramont tried to push it up into the center ice, and this is the connection. That goes for icing. Stefanik steps in, pushes it into the corner. Just the effort of the Barons. I mean, they're like, it's like the puck's a piece of meat and they're a hungry dog. Stefanik with the drive on the backhand and a big save. The goalie's even hungry. He's shutting down every opportunity Ducks have, which is a rare occurrence, but when it happens, he's there to shut it down. They're like a hungry wolf pack on a puck, like a piece of meat, and the Ducks are watching. Aaron's driving around, far side breakout, and Ivan's able to chip it up off the boards. He gets the puck stripped. Look at 3 Barons, 2 Ducks. Ben Ivy has to do his nice little fancy work to get through, gets it out into the slot. Barron's there to skate it up out of the zone. Watch, 2-on-1. They chip it into the corner. Cosgrove drives up the wall. Barron's there to drive it right back where it comes from. Barron's gets to the puck first. Cosgrove circles back. He's got 2 people to deal with. Stefanik's able to get a stick on it, drives it up the wall, but the Barron's guy is there to punch it back in. Comes over to Ben Ivy. Ben Ivy should pass behind Stefanik. He's unable to corral it cleanly. Causes a turnover in the neutral zone. They drive it in on Koenig. Cosgrove drives it up to Stefanik. Stefanik hits Jack Ivy. He cuts off the wall. 2 Barons there to break that up. Back to McGilligan. McGilligan met with some pressure. Pushed into the corner. Drives it over to the far side. Drives it up to Baker. Baker's met with some pressure. Barron's there, not letting him out of the zone. They peel away off the wall with the puck. Nice little work from Stenari. He's hungry. Gets it just out in front of Baker. Baker turns around, feeds it, but no one's there. Then Ivy's got it, or Jack Ivy punches it in. Stenari down there with some pressure. Baker pinches the wall. Drops it back to Stenari. Stenari feeds it back to Baker, but it hops over his stick. Jack Ivy's there, picks it up. Baker picks it and peels it into the near side corner. Comes off the wall. He gets chopped at, and the Barons go into the box. That was some nice effort. We need more of that. Scott Baker and Grant on the first part of this power play. Kluckstall and Miller on the back end. And Barron's able to clear the zone all the way back to Kluckstall. Kluckstall with it, pulls up behind the net. Cross-ice feed to Grant. Grant fans on it. Scott pulls it in. He's met with 2 Barons. Barron's able to cause this disruption. Baker picks it up at the red line, cuts into the zone, goes wide, fills up, fills away, opens some ice up, cross-ice feed. It's over to Kluckstall with the drive and a big rebound. Grant picks it up, circles back with the backhand shot wide of the net. Grant fights through for a high stick, and he drives it back to Kluckstall. Kluckstall with the drive. They gotta let somebody touch it up. And Barron's touch it up. It's gonna be a 5-on-3 for the Ducks. So maybe the Ducks, this is what the Ducks need to tie it up. A 2-man advantage. Maybe they need to pull the goalie too. There's a 3-man advantage out there. Stenari and the Ivy twins. Eisenberg and Stefanik. Gets back to Eisenberg. Over to Stefanik. Back to Eisenberg. Down to Ivy. And that's cut off and cleared out. Stenari drives it back to Stefanik. Stefanik feeds it up to, or somebody fed it up to Stefanik. Stefanik tried walking off the wall, gets the puck stripped off of his stick. Then Ivy does get it over to Jack Ivy. Sent it over to Stefanik down low. Shot! Score! Stefanik comes down and moves it under the crossbar to tie the game. If we can get some more 5-on-3 opportunities, maybe we can win this game. So 2-1 with 5:14 left. We're going to be headed to overtime. Stay with the power play unit as we stay on the power play. Maybe we'll score another one here. 5-on-4. Eisenberg with it. Pushes it into the corner. Stefanik with it. Drives it in to Ben Ivy. Ben Ivy over to Brother Jack. Back up to Eisenberg. Eisenberg over to Stefanik. Back up to Eisenberg. Down to Jack Ivy. Jack Ivy in the corner, fights through some pressure. Backdoor feed to Stenari! Wow! Stenari had the wide open net, but elected to find the back door. Another shot. And driven up the wall. Stefanik with it. Cuts down. Opens up some ice. Gets it over to Eisenberg. Had a wide open net. Went to the back door. Cross IR. Centering attempt. Eisenberg holds it in nicely. Stenari's got it, pushes it into the corner to Ben Ivy. Ben Ivy with it. Penalty's almost over. They drive it back to Eisenberg. Eisenberg to Stefanik. Stefanik with the drive. And off the back wall. Back to Eisenberg. Eisenberg with the drive and a deflection to the far side wall. And not cleared out. Stefanik's got it over to Jack Ivy. Jack Ivy with the drive and a big save. Something to be said for hunger and effort. Something I see in this Cleveland Barons team. Lou pushes it into the corner. Held in by McGilligan, pushed down, penalty's over. Even strength. Ducks got to be careful, that ref's just in the way again. Causes disruption on the Baron team, thank goodness. Might have been an odd man rush. Ducks unable to clear the zone. They push it in to Koenig. Barons win the battle to the puck. Comes off the back wall. Held in by the Barons. Picked up by McGilligan. Driven into the zone. Blue pinches the wall and it comes up and out of play. Scott steps in on the face-off. Kuczynski and Baker. Barons able to wrap it around the far side wall. Baker shifts the puck, pulls it out. Drives it over the far side. Back to Kuczynski. He's unable to handle it. And the Barons able to drive it out of the zone. Scott's got it. Bouncing puck through the neutral zone. And driven in. Miller pushes it around the wall, but the Barons player's there to pick it up. Kuczynski drives up the wall. Back and forth action, pushed back into the Duck zone. Miller back to pick it up. Cycles it back over to Cluckstall, he gets hampered with. Drives it up. That's in the air. That's tipped in on Koenig. Koenig comes up with another save. Barons with it again in the zone. Scott drives up the wall to Baker. Baker with it on the exit. Makes a move around one defender. Cuts into the high slot. Pulls a toe drag. It tries to feed the slot. Comes back to Krupczynski. Krupczynski finds Artukovic down the right side. That gets stripped off of his stick. Pushed back in. Eisenberg circles back to the puck. Sends it back over to Artukovic. Artukovic holds on to it. Drives it up the wall to Stefanik. Stefanik off the wall. Shot. Save. Picked up by Ramat. Ramat comes off the wall. Sinari with it in the corner. Again, that's Stefanik. Artukovic chops down the wall, punches it into the corner. Left there. Barons able to drive up the walls. Artukovic with the drive. And a save by the Cleveland Barons goaltender to keep this game 2-2. 1:16 left. And the Ducks are in a tight battle against the Cleveland Barons. Stefanik steps in. Barons drive it back. Artukovic with the drive and a glove save. Punched into the near side corner. Moved up the near side wall. Stefanik there. Artukovic gloves it down nicely. Puts it to a stick. Holds that blue line. And now it gets shoved out. Stefanik spins away from pressure. Nicely drives it back to Miller, or Eisenberg. Eisenberg pushes it up the wall. Moves back to Eisenberg. Eisenberg with the cross-ice speed through the traffic. Gets blocked down, held in by the Barons. Driven up the wall. Barons take over through the neutral zone. Comes back to Eisenberg, gets it over to Cluckstall, moves it up to Sinari. Sinari enters the zone with speed down the right wall, but met with some pressure. Gets pinched off the puck, comes back to him. Tries to drive it, stays with it. And now the Barons able to push it up the wall. Artukovic activates down the half wall. Barons able to shove it out of the zone. Eisenberg back to pick it up. He sends it up the wall, but the Barons there. Stefanik finds the puck, sends it out. Nobody there. Barons ice the puck. He was waving that off. So 2 seconds left. We have an offensive zone face-off. And we're going to have a tie game. So the struggle continues. And it's rough to watch. We'll see what happens here. I believe it's 5-minute overtime. And then shootout. have a shootout. Or no, we have a 3-on-3 overtime. Jack Ivy, Ben Ivy. Barons win the face-off. They move it up the wall. Ben Ivy's got it down low. He gets in again. Back in. Oh, reversed it over to Jack, but out of his reach. Barons go with it on the entry. Center attempt broken up by Ben. Ben's got it now. Comes off of his stick. He's got to skate into it in the near side corner. Ben gets some things set up. Crosses the red line. Slows things down. That's Jack actually. Drops it for Eisenberg. Eisenberg with the shot and a tip by Ben. Backhand center attempt. Cut off by the Barons and skated out of the zone. Barons down the left wing into the slot. Tries to toe drag it through Eisenberg. Eisenberg steps up onto him. And we have an outnumbered attack. Another shot. Saved by Koenig. Pushed out into the high slot. Picked up by the Barons. Circled back into the high circle area. Held in again. Nice little poke check there, but unsuccessful. Now it's chopped off the stick of the puck carrier. Barons with it on the offensive zone pressure. Into the corner. Behind the net. Ben Ivy comes back with the poke check. Backhand shot. Picked up by Eisenberg. Barons jump on the loose puck. Push it into the corner. Barons with it. Looks like Ben's out of gas. He needs to go for a change. Centering attempt out front. Barons with it. They circle back away from pressure. Into the corner. Got some tired ducks out there. Ben out there. He drives up the wall. Stefanik's going to pick it up. Eisenberg calling for a change. Stefanik peels back. Lets some change happen. Stretch pass. It's Denari. Denari feeds it over to Cosgrove. Cosgrove met with some pressure, gets the puck knocked off of his stick. Barons with it. They drive it up and out. Denari almost had the poke check there. They walk around 2-on-1 shot. Big blocker saved by Koenig. Back to the D of the Barons, back down to the wall. That's off. Stefanik. Stefanik in all alone. This should do it. Stefanik shot save. Circles it back. Tried to feed Stenari. McElligott picks it up. He feeds Stenari, but behind him, that's going to go for icing. 2:22 left in the 3-on-3 overtime period. Eisenberg back out. Ramat out with Klutchkov. Nice little poke check by Ramat. Ramat with it. Or I'm sorry, Eisenberg. Eisenberg peels up. Opens some ice up. Peels off the wall. Shot. Rebound. Klutchkov. Klutchkov with the drive right into the midsection on the goaltender, and a save. Vermont pulls it back to Eisenberg. Eisenberg drives it over to Klutchkov. Klutchkov down in the corner, loses the puck. Vermont comes in to help him, pushes it back to Klutchkov. Klutchkov off to the back, hits it, sends it back to Eisenberg, way out of his reach. Eisenberg's got to come all the way down, and Koenig comes out to play it, drives it out into the neutral zone. Vermont almost cut that cross-ice feed off. Barons with it on the entry. Circles back into the corner. Ducks are tired. Barons keep winning the race. They walk out. Shot. Save. Koenig. Eisenberg with it. 2-on-0. Eisenberg and Ramat. Ramat with the drive and a big save by the Barons goaltender. Again, effort and hunger, and that's the result. Big save. Nice puck movement. Remote got all of that. Baker steps in on the face-off. Barons come away with it. Nice breakup by Miller. Grant with it in the corner. Barons come out. Backhand shot wide. Baker's going to be met with pressure on the wall. Barons come away with it. High slot. Shot. Blocked by Grant. Miller trying to battle for it. Grant's got it. Pushes it up to Baker. Baker with it. One guy to beat. Baker goes wide. Tries to cut back into the slot. Gets sniped off of his stick. Looking for it. Pressure along the half wall. Push back. Jack Ivey with it. Shot. High over the net. Off the wall. Into the slot area is Jack's got it. Shot. Save. .6 seconds left in the extra time. Looks like we're headed to shootout. .6 seconds left. Scenari steps in. Ben pulls it back, out of the zone. Eisenberg unable to create a scoring opportunity there. In the last seconds, and we have shootout. So anything goes in shootout. We'll see what the end result is here shortly. See who's hungrier, who's got more effort. We'll find out here shortly. So far, from what I've seen, it's been tilted Black's way. Maybe we can have a change here in the shootout time. Stenari is a guy that can change that. He steps in. The Barons' turn. And Koenig with the big toe save. Got Ben Ivey gets the call for the second shot. to the Baron bench. Maybe they've been talking a little too much. Still not over there though. Nice little ripper from Ben Ivy. Need to find some more of that throughout the Ducks lineup. Barons in and shot wide up the net. Scott gets the call for the third shot. And a little too much stick handling there to beat this goaltender. So, Koenig can win the game for the Ducks. Unbelievable, we're still at this point, but let's see what happens. Here we go. And Koenig comes up with the big save. Well done, Alex. And I don't know about all the exuberation there, but we came away, we squeaked away with a little win here. Still a whole lot of work for these gents. Tough matchup tomorrow against the hometown St. Louis Blues.